Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to another live edition of Dom Sicali Mafia Roundtable. Hope everybody's having a great day. And here's to my boy out in Tampa. Yes, I am rocking the crickety old hat. Yes, OCN, baby. We still got OCN. We'll be coming soon. Don't worry. Don't worry, folks. We'll definitely be coming. Hope everybody's having a great day. Today we are going into part 2. We're going to come out with a lot of different things. We're going to show you video of Sammy himself, how he just buried himself. He buries himself. But it's funny. It's not funny. It's ironic that Sammy wanted to come out and jump on Jeff Nadeau. Jeff Nadeau. It is unbelievable. And we're going to start today's show off with basically Sammy, his own words. We're going to start with Sammy's own words. And like I said, this is ironic. You know, how he got on and talked about Jeff, that Jeff is just, seems like a nice guy. He doesn't know what went wrong. Well, Sammy, let me refresh your memory, Sammy. Since you don't know what went wrong, we'll tell you here. We'll have you listen, Mafia Roundtable, so you hear what's wrong, Sammy.
I gotta say this way. I know. He's a good kid. Yeah. He's a good kid, and that's the way you want to talk about him. He's one of
Now, he's not talking about Jeff Nadeau. He's talking about a kid that Sammy liked, that Jeff Nadeau, I guess, was talking crap about. So it goes on. But Sammy, we're refreshing Sammy's memory, since now all of a sudden he forgets.
My kids, he's one of them on my show. I'm going to tell you something, Jeff. I would like you to come down and see me, because I'm going to bust your fucking mouth wide open.
Wow, Jeff. He said he's going to bust your mouth wide open. Did you call the cops on him too? You called the cops on Sammy? That would be 3 of us. That would be 3. Who knows, folks? Did he or didn't he?
I'm going to put you on your fucking knees, and I'm going to make you suck my dick.
Wow. Sammy, is it true then? Is it true, since you're telling another man to get on his knees and you're going to, wow. So it must be true, Sammy. Wow.
Don't with this kid. Stop, you shut your fucking mouth. Be a fucking man. You want to be a man? Don't with him. Come and with me. Come.
Wow. So, Sammy, do you remember now? Did we jar your memory? Do you remember what happened? But I guess, you know, you and Jeff, it seems like you guys made up. So, or it's just Sammy felt it was an ample time. Because you know how Sammy doesn't come back at me. He doesn't say anything directly towards me. But we're going to show you text messages today. How Sammy, behind the scenes, Sammy says he doesn't like getting people locked up. Well, I'm going to show you text messages which say different, which say much different. So, Sammy, we're just bringing things to light about you. You are disgusting. You have allegedly sexually assaulting employees, and we have a second victim. I know there's a third, there's a fourth, there's a fifth. There's a lot more. There's a lot more. So Megan also filed her police report, which I have. It's public record. There you go. Victim number 2. We have victim number 3. We have victim number 4. So women, you have to get together, stand together. Don't let this shell of a person, this little gremlin, we'll call him, disgusting, disgraziata, as they say in Italian, do this to you people. You're too good for him. You were persuaded by the aura, the mafia. I know the way it works. And especially with him, big name, you have maybe promised you, I know he did somebody else, really lovely lady. And he just crushes people in his path. And really, it's disgusting. It's totally disgusting. So let's go. We'll read more into it. I know the other day it got cut off. Our Wi-Fi was bad. I didn't pay my bill. Now we were at I felt a good area where get cell reception, but it just didn't come in too well. So yeah, we'll go into more things, but it's amazing how Sammy destroyed everything, even his movie deal. Supposedly that went off the rails, and we'll show you here. We'll add this up to the stage. Here you go. Canceled. Sammy's show was canceled. And that's by his own doing. And that's what happens. That's what happens. Let me see if I can make this even bigger. No. Okay. We'll bring it back up. Sorry about that. Yeah, look at that. His show canceled. You know why, Sammy? We see through you. We know who Sammy is or isn't. You're no longer in the life. You're definitely no longer in the life, and it's really. And watch this one here. Here's another video. You see what's in his hand, folks? Do you see? There he is. That's an 80-year-old man. And I'm going to show you the video of that, but we'll wait. We'll show you the video of that picture. So it's just, you can't make this up. You can't make this up about this guy. It's just unbelievable. Unbelievable. You have somebody else, another young lady, Sammy. Isabella, where is she? What happened with her, Sammy? That's another one. Isabella, if you're seeing this, you need to step up also and just, but this is Sammy. This is Sammy. This is what Sammy's about. And again, it's ironic how he has all women there. Why, folks? He doesn't do this to men. Oh, let me recant that, because look what he did with Jeff, what he had to say about Jeff. But Sammy speaks about how he can only testify for 2 years. They wanted John Gotti that bad. The government does not make deals like that, but that's how bad they wanted John Gotti. And he wouldn't, if the government would have held their ground, Sammy would have had to testify on everybody. Sammy's so full of himself, he wants to rewrite history, and it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. We all see through him with everything. He destroyed everything with Nick Pileggi, Terrence Winters, Antoine Fuqua, who, Antoine, I don't know if you're aware, but we also have text messages, and I couldn't, a short time today, where Sammy does have a lot of things to say that are negative towards the African American people. But you know what? That's neither here or there. That's just part of his upbringing, his caliber, the way he is. And would you be surprised anyway? No. And Antoine Fuqua is supposedly a beast in the industry. Really, really good. I don't know, people, all you producers out there from FX, HBO to, how could you even work with this guy? All the baggage, not only the baggage he brings, he has no remorse. He uses people. He's very difficult to work with. I know that firsthand. And he's just a greedy little gremlin. Greedy gremlin. Look at that. I'm going to trademark that. Greedy gremlin. Yes, I know, people. I'm getting text message. Louis Kasman has been arrested, detained. So, but it happens. It happens. People mess up. They trip up, and that's it. So it happens. There's nothing you could do. So let's go into the news article. And I put the news article up in the description, so check it out. It's at length. It's the Arizona New Times, and really, it's just amazing. Now, the other day where I left off was talking about the motel rooms on 2 occasions with Anna. And then people DM me, but Dom, why would she stay in a hotel with him? Why would she do this? Oh my God, it's probably true. I look at it like this, folks. Number one, the woman's probably embarrassed what she did, but you know what? To me, I read deeper. That adds credibility to her story. She could have left that out. She could have left all that out, not said anything to anybody, but she didn't. So I tend to believe her, because that is embarrassing. It is embarrassing. because she even said, or the article said, that she stated, I was willing to pay for my own room, especially the second time around. And what happened? She didn't pay for her own room, but she should have. But hindsight, Monday morning quarterback is always good. But to me, that adds even more credibility to her, because, like I said, she could have left that part out, but she didn't. So it tends to believe me even more so, gives some more credibility in my eyes. The lawsuit also claims that Gravano would explode in anger at women staffers who rejected his sexual advances or objected to his sexually explicit comments. In 2022, the suit claims numerous employees of Deborah's Way resigned due to the hostile work environment. Wow. Wow. And this was all caused by Sammy. Wow. And I'm reading from the newspaper, folks. So it says, Anna recalled one coworker quitting on the spot around that time. He just exploded with rage at her and leaped from behind the desk at her. He was pounding his chest, screaming like a 22-year-old girl, Anna told New Times. She just turned on her heels and walked out the front door. While Gravano dealt with his bowel issues back in April of 24, according to the lawsuit, he required Anna to assist him with stool tests by scooping his feces and transferring it into test tubes. So she actually went to the urinal, or the toilet, as we would say, and retrieved and put it into a bag. Now, again, that's very embarrassing, but to me, that adds even more credibility. And I could tell you this, when I was in the office maybe on 3 or 4 different occasions. I was in their company 2 different times, but it was over maybe 2 or 3 day period. I could tell you, from Anna to all the other women there, they were very, what's the word? Hands-on with Sammy, making sure he had his pills or bring him his coffee out of nowhere, coming with his cup of coffee. Like, they were regimented. They were regimented. Did I see any of these outbursts? No, I did not. No, I did not. So I'm not going to, and everybody knows me, I tell it the way it is. Did I? He was very nice. But Sammy also would have known, like, Sammy, really? I didn't see any of that. But we have a lot of text messages. There's a lot of other corroborating witnesses to Anna that just add credence to what's in her lawsuit. Also, I did see him explode at Gerard really bad, his son, really bad. And Sammy has a temper, especially when he gets mad. Oh my Lord, he really goes off the deep end. Talking about yelling at women, I've seen him do it with his daughter when we were incarcerated. The names he called, I'm like, Sammy, stop. Like, how could you say that about your daughter? Well, she's this, she's that, love her, she's this, and she's that. Look at her. And I'm like, Sammy, it's your daughter. And I said, she's there for you. Anytime you ask, she does something. Like, stop. But that's just Sammy. That's just Sammy. It goes on to say, as Sammy left the room, she told New Times, I literally got up and vomited. Oh, this is back to the hotel. We're talking about Sammy's Viagra pills, his Viagra pills. So we'll save this. Let me save this, because we're going to go back into, and we're going to show you the video. We're going to show you the video. Late August, Anna says she witnessed, and this is all from the Arizona New Times news article. It's in the description, folks. Check it out. Late August, Anna says she witnessed Gravano attempt to strangle his son, Gerard. Her complaint says she was also aware of, but didn't necessarily witness, other violent outbursts from Gravano, including an instance of him pointing a gun at someone in Deborah's Way offices. And her also witnessed Gravano displayed a gun around the office, she told New Times. Now, I can say this. I was at a distance in the office, or I was coming from away, And I did see something. I said, Sammy, you have a gun? He said, no, it's fake. It's fake. And I said, if you do, let me know. I don't want to be here. And I left that. I said, no, it's fake. It's fake. Because I know constructive possession and all that BS. But I tend to believe these women because I will show you text messages also. There's other women corroborating. Sammy did have a gun. And I could tell you people this. Again, I don't report things like a Jeff Nadeau just to enhance my show or to rag on somebody, because I don't care for Sammy at all, just like Jeff Nadeau doesn't care for me. But Jeff Nadeau will make up and fabricate lies. I could have did that real easy on 2 or 3 occasions right now in this show that we just admitted. But I could tell you this. When I was incarcerated with Sammy, and when Sammy was out after the John Gotti trial, he did the 5 years. This is before all the ecstasy case and everything. Sammy told me he did have a gun. He had a gun back then. So if he had it back then, I believe he has one now. And that's it. I saw a gun, but he said it was fake. And I didn't want to know. I took his word for it, and that was it. But he told me he had a gun back then. And he used to set little traps up around his apartment just in case, with strings. If something was tripped, he would know somebody was there because he was paranoid. That's the way Sammy is. So, but I keep it real. I keep it real. Let's see. About a year ago, Anna told Gravano she needed temporarily work from home because of a medical crisis involved with her young adult son. She claims that Deborah's Way didn't pay her after that, despite the fact that she continued to successfully perform all required job duties. The lawsuit says Gravano became increasingly agitated and unstable due to her absence. He began sending Anna explicit-filled text messages and angry phone calls. In parentheses, they have, these do not appear to be among the many text messages. That's what they said in the New Times. Then Gravano would switch to sexually positioning her, proposing her, and asked her to meet him for a candlelight dinner and let him F her, according to the complaint. A little more than a week after Anna began working from home, Gravano fired her over a text and said he'd crush in quotes her if she came forward with allegations against him, according to the lawsuit. Anna shared the screenshot with him. Well, you know what? We'll share some of our screenshots now due to this. Let's see what we have. This one is from Megan. And it says, let me try to blow it up on my screen. It says, it starts off, I wonder why they haven't green-lighted it. So I guess they're talking, about the movie. It looks like Megan responds, excuse me, Sammy knows if he puts things in other people's name, he has nothing. They can't go after him. He's just trying to scam as much as he can until he dies. The response, that's called a fraudulent transfer. Goes on to say, he also said to me that if he ever got to a point where he was backed into a corner with this whole situation, that he would have no choice but to use his gun, and he would use it on you and anyone else who got in his way. The response, so he admitted he had a gun. I mean, it's obvious. The response to that was, it's obvious that he has a gun. I just never personally saw it. And he made his little jokes about like, oh, yeah, I have a play gun all the time, like I mentioned earlier, in front of me. I never actually thought, but yes, he did make several comments about things, but I don't know how well that holds up when I don't have any I guess, APP proof of that kind. So that's what that text message went on to say. Let's remove that, take that down. We'll go to another text message. And this one goes, it's disgusting. I'm like 99% sure I told Amina the story of how he was going to come after you. So she's talking, it's disgusting, had to come from Anna. And Megan said, I'm like 99% sure I told Amina that the story of how he was going to come after you and Dom and kill you both if the TV series didn't come through. And I'm going to try to find it in the text message. But I think I told her that in the office like the week before I left. But wouldn't be huge if it wouldn't, but would be huge if I had it in the text. Well, I guess she had it in the text because I got wind of it a while back. So I'm sorry. There we go. Let's bring this down. Here's another one. And from Megan. This goes, he effed the wrong one. Did Antoine Fuqua walk away from the project? It goes on. He loses sleep over Dominic because he's like, Dominic's channel is so much better. And I know Anna's behind all of it because she's so talented. He's obviously knows that you brought a lot to the table. Absolutely. But this is Sammy. This is the way Sammy thinks. Very jealous and envious of people, folks. And really, it's amazing. It's amazing what this man has gotten away with. It really is. We could go on and on and on with Sammy. So let's add some more flavor here. Again, from Megan. Sammy was mad I went to work there and would have to appear in court with them after he had a hit out on her. Goes on to say, Sammy actually tried to get me to reach out to her, your ex's mom. So this is Megan talking, your ex's mom, for him. And I said, I don't know anything about the situation. I'm not getting involved. And as a matter of fact, multiple times he tried to get me involved, and he tried to get me to do something with Dominic. He was posting something about Bitcoin and how he was changing the value and giving something away. And whatever he tried to get me to file a complaint against Dominic. And I'm like, I'm not doing your dirty work, Sammy. Sorry. Wow, folks. This is from a guy, Sammy, who said he doesn't want to see people go away. How ironic. How ironic. And I'm going to read this again to you. This is what Megan had to say. I don't know anything about the situation. I'm not getting involved. In as matter of a fact, multiple times he tried, meaning Sammy tried, to get me involved, and he tried to get me to do something with Dominic. He was posting something about Bitcoin and how he was changing the value and giving something away or whatever. And he tried to get me to file a complaint. Sammy tried to get her to file a complaint against Dominic. And I'm like, I'm not going to do your dirty work, Sammy. Sorry. People, this is from a guy. What did Sammy say? What did he say? What did he say, folks? He would never get anybody arrested. Never get anybody arrested. Well, let me tell you something. This is Sammy. This is Sammy when he got his facelift. This is an 80-year-old man getting a facelift, $30,000 facelift. Sammy, where'd you get the funds? Where'd you get the money? Don't you owe restitution? Don't you owe victims' families, I thought? So it probably is accurate. The money's getting funneled through Deborah's way. It's in the trust. Remember, folks, I did a show on Sammy's trust. So that's where I guess the money is, in the trust that's been compromised. So all you victims out there, go back. You'll see we have it posted. The trust that was compromised, and go after the funds. We still got more to post up. We got more to post up. And I got one to go back to. Soon after the complaint, Gravano and his son began defaming Anna around the office and telling at least 3 employees Anna was a total hooker who extorts men for money. Wow, this woman worked for you for over 3 years. When I was there, I've never seen anything inappropriate. I've always seen very professional. I seen a woman that acted like a daughter to you, getting your coffee, coming with your pills. Sammy, do you need anything else? Always on top. You didn't even have to ask. I was like, wow, that's amazing. And that's what you do. That's what you do. The lawsuit claims that at least one employee, the lawsuit says Gravano told another employee that he wanted to shoot Anna a month later. He allegedly told the employee that he became sexually aroused by the idea of strangling Anna to death. Wow, Sammy, you are definitely, as Jeff Nadeau would say, unhinged. Unhinged. Unbelievable. Though Anna complained that Gravano still tried to lure her back into the office as his employee, the former mobster allegedly continued to make threatening comments about her in September, she claims. Gravano approached one of her family members and stated that he was surprised she was coming after him. He added that he thought she would be more concerned about the safety of herself and her son, implying that Anna and her son could be in danger if she pursues legal action against him, the lawsuit says. This is quoted. I was terrified because I knew he had a gun, Anna told New Times. She added he's definitely capable of that. Well, people, I could tell you, without a doubt, he is capable. In August, before Gravano's alleged threatening comments to one of her relatives, Anna reported the forced kisses, death threats, and firearm possession to the Phoenix Police Department. And around the same time, another woman who worked for Deborah's Way Productions reported Gravano to the Phoenix Police Department, a pattern of sexual harassment against her. According to the incident report that Anna shared with New Times, the employee accused Gravano and his son of pressuring her to have sex with them and said Gravano also exposed himself to her and tried to kiss her. With that said, folks, here we go.
Guys who are going to be in this company.
Let's back this up a little bit. Make sure the volume's up. And here we go.
That's going to come out. It could be after I'm dead. It's you guys who are going to be in this company.
Now that's Sammy. I'm sorry. Put the wrong button.
Especially.
Okay. Now that's Sammy. That's how he tells the women there. Makes them feel you guys are going to be in this company after I'm dead. So he's luring them in, showing all the success. When I die, you guys take it over. Let my legacy go on. And legacy, it's a legacy of deceit, treachery, now being an alleged sexual predator. That's his legacy.
You guys stay close. And this company ain't going away in the very near future, for sure.
You hear? The company's not going away in the future, to be sure. That's Sammy. That's Sammy. Keeps on luring them in like a spider to a fly. Lures them in. Lures them in.
Oh, my God.
I guess Sammy's trying to call somebody. That's just Sammy. And folks, I think I showed this video, but now you could see it for yourselves straight up. And the best part of it all. And let me go back. Let me go back to what I was reading. We have the employee accused Gravano and his son of pressuring her. This is second employee who filed a police report as well. And I have that police report. The employee accused Gravano and his son of pressuring her to have sex with them and said Gravano also exposed himself to her and he tried to kiss her. This employee also stated he was uncircumcised. How would she know that? But sexually. And here we go.
Look how hard my dick is. It has nothing to do with this. Oh my God.
You hear this? We'll play it again.
It has nothing. Look how hard my dick is. It has nothing to do with this. Oh my God.
That's funny. That's funny. Sammy, that is so disgusting. You're sitting with your employees and you're saying how hard your penis is and then showing your bottle of Viagra. That's Sammy. But this is a guy who claims everybody's a lowlife, everybody's a scumbag. Him and Jeff Nadeau are definitely on the same playing field, in my opinion, without a doubt. Goes on to say, New Times contacted the second employee about her allegations, but she declined to discuss the story. Girl, and I know who you are, so I'm not going to mention your name. You need to step up. You need to step up. Have the courage, have the strength. If you have to go to church, speak to your parishioners at the church, speak to your pastor or your priest or whatever religion you are. You have to step up. The more you women stick together, the stronger it is, because we have to stop this animal, this predator. We have to stop him. He has to be stopped with this, because he'll just keep on luring other people in, because Sammy also is the victim. He's the victim. He's the victim. It's everybody else, not Sammy, just like he did with Alan Kaiser. I didn't kill him. I didn't kill. Yes, you did, Sammy. You were the one. You haven't even gave your condolences to the family. You haven't even asked them for forgiveness, Sammy. And you say you're a Christian, you were just baptized? You're a fraud, you're a phony, you're a fake. That's the way I see it, Sammy. That's the way I see it. Goes on to say, hey, your sister said you wanted to work in a text about the chat. What happened at Sammy's? Says 1 July 2025 text from Anna to another woman. Are you okay? It's not clear how the police handle those complaints. You know how they handle them? Sammy has, from what I see, Sammy has Sheriff Arpaio. Push it under the rug. Good old boy. Good old boy. They work together out there in Arizona. Because I've spoken to people in New York when they ask me. I get calls all the time from law enforcement. All the time. How you doing? How you feeling? You feel threatened? This or that? Dumb. Slow down. This came up. They said it's disgusting. It's disgusting the way Phoenix is. Disgusting. We would not tolerate this in New York. We would not tolerate it. But New York's a different animal. So in April of last year, Anna sent a demand letter to Gravano and Deborah's Way. In the letter, which she provided to New Times, she demanded more than $1,000 in back pay to be transferred to the employed of Kaplan Entertainments, and to be insured of a $5,000 per episode fee for the scripted series. She later sent a letter similar to Kaplan Entertainment. So from what I gathered, she was under contract with Sammy. She was getting her points for walking him in, putting it on, which is good. And Sammy blew up. He blew a gasket. She can't get paid. That's how much of a control freak and a greedy little mofo he is, folks. It is disgusting. But I could tell you this. People, any information, you could reach out to me. My email, I'll forward it if you want to remain anonymous. or here's a phone number. You could call the New Times. It is 623-295-9472. And I'll put it in the comment. New Times. Reporter. Six two three 295 9472. Because from what I've heard, from what I've seen, I know there's other women out there. You're nervous, and listen, it's understandable. It's understandable, but you ladies have to stand together. You have to bind together and stop this guy. He's one person. You're stronger together with unity, and it really is disgusting. And we'll share. And I showed you, but we're going to share more. Here's another. And folks, this is Sammy. This is Sammy. You see, Sammy the Bull, his text message. I'm telling you that for my mental and physical health, I cannot tolerate any sex talk. So this is somebody telling Sammy this. And until that promise is kept, I physically can't come to the office. So this is a woman with Sammy. It goes on. Remember when we talked about Dominic? You were saying if you call the police, if you called the people who do the Bitcoin stuff and said I was thinking of buying his coin, I follow his show, but my friends are telling me what he's doing. Some of the things are illegal, and you could put a complaint in, but you wanted to have it confidential. If you want to still do that, the answer is go ahead. This is how Sammy conducts himself. And it goes on to say, nothing has been resolved. I have 4 sets of text messages exactly like the one I sent you. Me begging for sex talk to stop, and you promising it will. Unfortunately, you have proven time and time again that you don't. So again, this is obviously Sammy talking about getting me basically arrested for something that's untrue. So in my opinion, Sammy and Jeff Nadeau are definitely cut from the same cloth, without a doubt. And here's the last one from Megan. We'll end it at this. He said, if they F this up, I will kill them and I will shoot him. I will kill him and I will shoot him. I'm really bad with paraphrasing, but we had a whole conversation about it, or so. He had a whole conversation about it, happened twice. And he got into very big detail about what he would want to do to you. And honestly, I wasn't really listening because I just tuned him out a lot of these days. But he was very graphic about how pissed off he was about you and Dom, and what he would do if you guys ruined any of his opportunities for him and his family. When I chimed in, he tried to say that I should be more mad too, because you're ruining opportunities for me as well. I think I said something to the extent of, let's just stop talking about Anna, because the more we talk about her, the more energy goes to her. And I think we just need to move on from it, because I got so tired of hearing it. And now I realize they probably should have taken those threats more seriously. So this is Sammy. This is his antics. This is the way he rolls. But Sammy, you have any issues with me? You know where I live. Jeff posted it up there, took it down. So that's it. That's it. Because I'm not a woman. You're not going to scare. You're not going to intimidate me. To me, you're just a piece of garbage. And you're a nobody. You're a washed up. Now you're a disgraced. You're disgraced. And in my view, from witnessing all that, seeing your own words in a video, to all the women employees that were in that office that day. Young women, you're an 80-year-old man talking to young women in their 20s and 30s. You are, in my book, a pedophile. And that's it. You're disgusting. You're foul. By the statements, you forcing yourself on them, by you ejaculating. And this is, folks, it's alleged, but this is in police reports. Him ejaculating. Wow. In front of them, pulling his thing out. That is disgusting. It's foul. And Sammy, like us all, I'm not even putting myself, I'm not putting the other rats in this category because you are so low, it's not even funny. I won't even embarrass everybody. You are what you call a disgrace. You are a piece of garbage. And you've just been exposed. And I will sit down with you too, Sammy, face to face, anytime you want. One-on-one, Sammy. You and Jeff. Matter of fact, you and Jeff could come together, sit with me across the table, face to face, and we'll do a live, Sammy. Come on. I'm sure Patrick Bet-Davis will give us some studio space so we can rent it over there. So you're safe on his compound, Sammy. You're safe on his compound. And that's sad. So, folks, hope everybody liked this. We're going to go into the comment time, see what everybody has to say. And then tomorrow, we're going to reiterate with Acura of Westchester because I got a lot more information that came. A lot more people talking. And we might have Joe Barone on, and we're going to talk about how they made money with the used cars, how they funneled the cars out to make extra money. Wow. Ernie, we're coming. We're coming, and hopefully the government, I'll say it straight up. You get indicted, so be it. So be it. I don't care anymore. You want to come and slander and hurt me, have your people attack me on social media, from Sammy to Jeff. I'm a fighter, and you should never throw stones if you live in a glass house. Remember that. Christy says these women should have cut all contact with Sammy if they were that uncomfortable around him. You know what, Christy? I agree with you, but sometimes they're supporting their households. They need the money. They think they could handle it, and they see an opportunity. Well, let me get this started. Let me work this deal out where I can make extra money, and then I can move on. I can leave. I have a producer credit, and now I have a resume, a strong resume. So that's just part of the American dream. I could give you a list of women, successful women, from Sofia Vergara to Madonna, how they achieved their success. It happens. And you know what? I don't condemn them. Don't condemn them. They turned into successful women in the industries. But prior to that, I'm sure they did things. Not sure, I know. I know the people. So, but you know what? They propel themselves to another level. And that's it. It's a doggy world out there. R. Cole says he's also disgraced to LCN. Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. I know I'm scrolling real quick because I want to thank the people that gave me contribution. Where is he? I think I just scrolled past them. We'll put it up there. Just bear with me, folks. 1 minute. We're scrolling down. A Giant Privilone says, Sammy says, come at me. What is an 80-year-old man, washed up man, going to do? Well, Johnny, just to let you know, with a gun, he could do a lot. With a gun, he could do a lot. So never underestimate. Doesn't matter the age. Still pull that trigger. Get you even worse to watch get robbed of a lot of drugs in the club in New York as a kid. Soft. Oh, you watched them get robbed, from what I gathered. Let me scroll down. Gotta find you. You're coming somewhere. Just bear with me, folks. There it is. Timothy O'Reilly, thank you for the contribution. Timothy says, folks, hit that like button. So hit the like button. Let's go. We got another one. Joe, thank you for the contribution. Appreciate it. Dom, you always been straight up. I rather super chat you than that idiot Sammy and his idiot viewer staff are idiots also. Well, thank you, Joe. I appreciate the contribution. Yeah, I always keep it real. I don't have to, because I hate somebody, I'm not going to bash them just to make me feel good or because the narrative fits. I'll call it the way I see it. I don't have to embellish. That's what makes me different. Big Arm says, Dom, I can only imagine how dangerous he was when he was in the mob. Yeah, who knows? Exactly. Look at all the bodies, all the people that got killed. Giant Privilone Anthony, really, I was talking to him about Gerard getting robbed in a club. Okay, that was Gerard. Thank you for that clarification. Game for War. Is that a bottle of Sakali vodka? Did he hijack one of your trucks? Who knows? I don't know. There's no Sakali vodka behind me, that's for sure. Giant Privilone says, mods, got to chill a little on timing people out for no reason. I was speaking with someone and nothing was said wrong. Yeah, please, people, all the mods, thank you. I'll start off with thank you, but let's shellac a little bit. Let people talk. Let people talk. It's all right. I'm okay seeing negative comments. I want to see negative comments. I want people to voice. When they start getting negatively disrespectful, where they're talking nonsense, that's when it's okay. But let them talk. I want to see the negative comments as well. That's what makes us different from all the other platforms. Tin, to label Jeff as the same kind of friend if just wrong. Oh, it's just wrong, Dom. You have no bias to throw that out there. Oh, I have plenty. I have plenty because Jeff is just as bad. Didn't Jeff, and I don't have my facts, so, but the word was, so this is all alleged. Didn't he get catfished? Didn't Jeff send his picture to younger age girls? And this is alleged. Didn't that happen, folks? So if that did happen, I would consider them the same level. Same level, because now he's trolling. Knows they're younger. Why? Why would you do that? So beg to differ with that one. Castman was arrested. Any knowledge? No, we know he was arrested, but no, I have no knowledge of it. We could look into it. Eddie said for weed a long time ago, so I guess that was with Gerard. Let me scroll down with more current affairs. Hey, we got Joe Barone in the house. What's up, Joe Barone? James Italian says, Dom, chime Joe into the show. Joe doesn't want to come into the show. Joe doesn't like me anymore. We have Patrick here. Patrick, thank you for the contribution. Great show tonight, Dom. Can't wait for the next show with Joe. You both are class acts. Hit the like button on Mafiosos. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you for the contribution. Yeah, people, hit the like button. Joe, you want to come on? You could come on now. Dominic will probably bring me in the Acura dealership. If you want to come on now, Joe, you're welcome to come in. I'll send you a link. Thanks for saying that, Patrick. You know you're always welcome, my brother. You should have texted me too. I would have brought you right in without a doubt. So if you want to come on, let me know. I'll send the link to your phone. Joe Barone, what about the Island Acura? Well, we know about the other Acura. We have Anthony Mays, new subscriber. Good to see you, Anthony. Thank you for coming on. Already hit the like button. There you go, Joe Hernandez. Thank you. Joe Barone up here. Yes, we know. Let's see if he wants to come in. I'll get you a link, Joe. We can get you a link real quick. Matter of fact, copy it. I'm going to send you a link right now. Let me make sure I get you up here real quick. We'll send Joe Barone a link, folks. See what he has to say since he was on here. Let's see. Link L. Boom. Pop. There we go. Paste. Bingo. Joe, you have the link on your phone. So if you want to come on, you're always welcome, brother. We still got some time left and to go over some things. Dom, we know Sammy is bad, but talk about you. This is going too far. All right. I don't know what you meant by that, but You mean him talking about me went too far, or you want me to talk about me? There's enough people talking about me, so let's keep me out of it for now. Dom, you have received my email. Or Cole, probably so. Yes, I receive a lot of emails. And without further ado, we're adding Joe Barone to the stage. What's up, pal?
What's going on, pal? You good?
Yeah, I'm great. I'm wonderful. I'm peachy. I am tired, but I'm good.
I could tell. I could tell. Just want to say hi to everybody out there. Thanks for asking for me to come on. Appreciate it.
Yeah, this is like the Mutt and Jeff show.
Yeah, there you go.
Mutt, you could be Jeff, or you be Jeff, I'd be Mutt. Whatever. Oh, you like that one, the way I said it?
I like it. Yeah, I like
it. What I said.
What happened?
No. I said, did you catch it? I said, I could be Mutt, you could be Jeff, or you could be Jeff and I could be Mutt.
I'd rather be the Mutt. The name Jeff doesn't ring a bell.
Both times. Just different. Yeah, so we were talking about Sammy today, all the nonsense with him, and just
I heard. Well, you know, he was going to go wacky at his age now, too. They start losing it at, you know, don't forget, he was, I guess you could, listen, let's not call it what it was. He was pretty powerful when he was in the street.
Oh, definitely.
And scary, too, you know.
Definitely, without a doubt.
Yeah. So, you know, he lost all of that stuff like that. So, you know, he's.
Did you see the video I posted with him?
Yeah.
About his thing getting hard?
Yeah. What is, but that's like, yeah. But you know something, Dominic, all the talks that you and I had and even the joking around, we never even talk like that amongst each other.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So to be honest with you.
It could be.
And I'm putting it back.
Yeah.
So you could see. Let's scroll right about there.
Oh my God. Look how hard my dick is. It has nothing to do with this. Oh my God.
Yeah. He lost it.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, he lost it.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, he lost it.
Unbelievable.
You know, Dominic, tell all the, let every, well, they probably know, maybe you told the story. All the girls we've been around, even the ones that were the strippers at the clubs that you used to go to and stuff like that, you know, we always spoke like gentlemen in front of them. And that's not just, we never talked like that in front of them. That's sad.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Really. It's unbelievable. Yep. It's disgraceful. I mean, just the level, and this is coming from an 80-year-old man.
Yep. Yep.
Listen, Joe, that's not even, I have about 90% more stuff that he did.
Wow.
I mean, getting thrown out of places, what he did, attacking a woman in a place. Losing up her arm. There's video on that, but so much stuff I have. It's just unbelievable.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Well, you know, the celebrity status, I guess, got to his head.
Yeah.
And, you know, and especially for him to get mad at somebody who doesn't want to go with him.
Yeah.
You know, he lost it a lot, I guess. Listen, I could understand where he's at, but not to this level. You know what I mean? Not to do the low life, because that's low life stuff. You know, you and I always talked about, and we always tried to conduct ourselves like gentlemen.
Right.
Until it was time not to, but then we threw our hands if we had to. But other than that, never talked like this.
No.
Never.
No, it's totally off his hinges. And
but
you know,
the girls, like you said, they should rally together, though.
They should get together. They need to get together, support each other.
Yep.
And that's it. Listen, if they had 4 or 5 women stepping up, they'll take them off the street like that.
Exactly.
Like that. And that's
well, you see what happened to Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, but you know what? Yeah, he got released after all that, but you know, but the money.
Well, yeah, that was the money, and you know that kind of fame that he had. Yeah, he had a kind of different fame than Sammy did.
Yeah. No, it's just it's amazing. From being a legend, he's a legend now in something totally different. So.
You know, that's and even though he did what he did and stuff like that, he could have kept his status the same way.
Yeah.
And, you know, just get on the show, talk about the experiences he had like we did and all of that, and just left it at that. No. That's all he had to do. Well, look, didn't he mess up even when he got released the first time, and then he did that ecstasy scam and did another, had to do 20 years? I mean, come on.
He blamed everybody else. He told me he blamed his kids. It was his kids. So he had to take the plea deal to release his family. Sammy always points the finger instead of knowing Sammy with his greed.
Oh God, yeah.
They might have brought it to him, and then Sammy, in his greedy little way, he's like, "All right, let's do this, let's do that. We could use this as," because he has to be in control of everything. He's a control.
Yeah. He never had an answer for anything till he went to prison.
Yeah. Joe, Johnny Bronx 77 asked, wasn't Island Acura owned by what's that? The Francises. Do you know Island Acura?
I don't know Island Acura. I knew the one in Westchester.
Right.
You know, when we want to talk about that, we'll go into that when you want to, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't remember the Island Acura dealership.
Yeah. Big says, has Sammy always been this way in terms of a predator, even when he was in the streets? Not that I ever heard of. I heard he was a homicidal maniac. He had that Napoleon complex, killed people for money. That was his reputation.
Right.
Their businesses. But this, no, I never heard that.
Well, he even admitted that on the stand that he killed the guy for the business.
His brother-in-law. His
that was one
brother-in-law.
Yep. That was one of them. That was only one of them. Yep. He shot a guy. The guy gave $700,000 to Sammy as a deposit for some business or whatever. So Sammy wound up killing him. So the guy's lawyer said to me, he says, "Well, what happened to the money? You know, why did you take the guy's money?" He said, "Well, he never showed up." He said, "But you killed him. That's why." He goes, "Well, you know, what are you going to do?" You know what I mean? This is what he said on the stand.
Yeah.
Yep. He said, "Did you give the money back to the guy's family?" He goes, "No, he forfeited it." Oh my God. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
Let's see. Philly Bob says, with Sammy, it's always everyone else's fault, not his. Well, same thing with Jeff Nadeau. They're the victims.
Mm-hmm.
They're the victims.
After the fact.
Yeah.
After the fact. When they get caught putting up somebody else's videos and stuff like that. Now, you know. Yeah.
Giant Privalone says, Gerard in no way can run a big drug operation. He's way too soft. Not only way too soft, I don't find him highly sharp. And the times I was down there, I saw Sammy's son. I even said, this kid's on junk. Like, he was with a cigarette in his hand, beer, scruffy, but like, you know, that junk, like I saw my father. So, you know, same thing, all drugged out.
I didn't know him, but you know something, the kid needed guidance. The father should have said, "Listen, we're in this situation now. Let's not get involved with this." You know what I mean? But the greed gets to Sammy.
Yeah, no, Sammy's all about money.
Without a doubt.
About money. We have DL6518. Dom, I don't think anybody doubts it happened to her, but why would a person knowing this guy's history share a room, not only, but that she said she shared a bed? Well, listen, only she could explain that, and who knows? You know, at the end of the day, I think she said she was on top of the covers, he was under the covers, or vice versa. But who knows? I can't answer that. I can't answer that. But you know what? To me, I take that as credible, because she could have easily not said that. Because to me,
bring it up at all. Yeah,
ridiculous that she said something like that. But it also, I look at it, okay, it's truthful. Because to me, that's embarrassing. Why would you? There's a lot of questions.
Right.
But, you know, only she can answer that, and we'll find out when she has a day in court.
She probably could have not even brought it up at all, and then it would have been like,
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
Anthony says, great show, great job, moderators and everyone. Yep, thank you.
Appreciate it, yeah, always, yep.
Katzman allegedly stole a blank check from his lawyer's desk and cashed it for $4 or $5K. Yeah, that was old, right?
Yeah. But there was something else. He said something like that on my show. I forget what it was. I forget exactly what it was. He had to give the lawyer money. I forget the whole story. It's you know, I would have to go back to remember, you know.
It's not worth it. Let me ask you something. You're doing the show this week? Yes,
as a matter of fact, Sunday I am. I'm gonna tell everybody. I'm gonna, not this Sunday, but I'm gonna wind up doing a 2-part series. I'm actually involved in a movie. I don't want to say the name of the movie yet.
Nice.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me.
Yeah, no, I didn't get a chance to. It just happened this week, so it was kind of funny. Yeah, thank you. I'm actually believe it or not, I'm the fight coordinator on there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm putting not all the fight scenes, but one of them. I'm going to be doing a fight scene on it. Yeah.
All right. Nice.
Coordinating it anyway. Yeah. Well, with the background, our background with
Right. So you're coming up this weekend?
Hopefully Sunday. Yeah. So if I do go on, then I'll see where you're at too. Maybe you can jump in.
Definitely.
I appreciate that if you did.
You're welcome. So people check out the Goodfella podcast this Sunday, 7:00.
Yes, 7:30.
7:30 p.m.
Yeah.
Goodfella podcast. Everybody who tunes in, Mo's mother is going to make, or the father's the cook. That's right. The father's the one cook. His father is going to send everybody a sliver of lasagna.
Yeah, there you go.
He's a good cook. So most father's going to kill me. So just request him for your dish of lasagna.
Yeah.
Just send the shipping fees, and we'll send you the lasagna.
There you go. He'll love that one.
That's my promotional fee.
There you go.
I gotta look out for the peeps.
I got to get down there to do that show, the cooking show with your stuff too.
Yes,
I know.
Let's see. Sal says Sammy's excuse was he wanted to save money, so let's sleep in the same room. You can't make this shit up. That's for sure.
No way.
What's that? Patience. When tearing others down becomes identity, it's not justice, it's strategy. Sometimes loudest moral outrage is just projection. Very good. So you should say that to Jeff Nadeau and Sammy. So we talk facts here. We don't embellish. We don't have to knock people. They do it themselves.
Plus, we always had the facts. We were doing it.
Thank you.
We were living it.
Thank you.
It's in black and white.
6518 says Dom could probably have great news type channel. He's very good at that stuff. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Joe and I, we're going to be anchoring our own news, Mafia Roundtable news break.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. We'll do like a Saturday Night Live skit, only be facts.
There you go. Joey D, it's funny hearing you say what's credible and what's not. Tell the chat what happened with Carlos Medina. You tried to get people to lie on Vinny. Wow, Joey D. That was another thing. Here, Carlos Medina was a Colombian who ratted on everybody in the unit. Here's the type of character you're dealing with in these units.
Mm-hmm.
We get our food trays in MCC. They bring it down. He was the kitchen guy after they bring the trays down. Do you know I caught him one morning because I'm up early while everybody's sleeping. He's in the food trays. They gave 3 hard-boiled eggs. He was taking 1 hard-boiled egg out of everybody's tray.
Wow.
It's 2. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so I caught him. This is a guy stealing food that's not his.
Mm-hmm.
So when Vinny, you remember when the hit list came out?
Yep.
Joe?
Yes.
Okay. The alleged hit list. The government came and asked me that day when it was broke in the news, it came out.
Mm-hmm.
They called me. Now everybody sees you're going to speak to the Fed. So they asked me, Dom, the hit list. It was Judge Garifas, Tommy Lee, James Taglione, Greg Andres, and Dominic McCallie on the list. Listen, you know Vinny better than anybody. Was this a hit list? Absolutely not.
Mm-hmm.
He gave it to a Spanish guy. It said in the papers. They said yes. It wasn't. Vinny believed in the Santeria. So
yeah, you're supposed to step on it.
I specifically told the government no. This mofo. Now it said that in the papers. He claimed that it was a Santeria list.
Right.
A few days later, this Carlos purports that I told him I wanted him to lie that Vinny was going to kill me because the hit list was out. Jerk off. I didn't tell the government that, though. So think about it. If I told the government that, yes, it is a hit list, and then he came in and said that, okay, there's weight there. But I told the government it wasn't. So they had it, of course. Now they have to do an investigation with me, calling everybody. But guys, that makes no sense. I told you, I could have easily said, you asked me directly. I could have told you, yes, it was a hit list. So he goes in and says, well, Dominic is afraid Vinny's going to come down here and kill him because this is a list. Do you believe that? These are the units. So that's the answer, Joe. That's the answer.
You and I both know that guy was just looking to get credit.
Thank you.
You know, that's all it is. He's looking to get credit. That's what they do in the joint. They try to get credit. They listen in. Yep.
Joe D, good try. Good try.
Yep.
And, or you know what? Good question. Good question.
Yeah, that was a good question anyway.
You want to know? There it is.
Yep.
Joe D says, you have no credibility whatsoever. Talk about documents that were posted last couple days. Where's the documents, Joe? Joe, I'm not going to keep on going back because now you're getting ridiculous. What documents? I come on here and I prove. I debunk things that is said. What? You have a Jeff Nadeau reading the newspaper article? You have Sammy all of a sudden, yeah, Jeff Nadeau, great reporter. Come on. Joe D. So,
well, of course, Jeff's a good reporter. He takes everybody else's stuff.
Yeah, thank you. Craig says, Dom and Joe have better chemistry than the Goodfella cast. Thank you.
Thank you.
R. Cole says, Dom, question. As a father, how can a father not go after Sammy doing things to girls like that and get away with it? I don't know. I don't know. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. We got Joey D for Joe Barone. Here's what he says, Joe. Joe Barone, didn't you tell the government that Dom shotgun Frank Santoro? OMG. What a bad guy. Stealing extra food. Horrible guy. Shaking my head. This guy is crazy. Go ahead, Joe.
Okay, so first of all, it was already all over the Bronx that that thing happened with Frank. Okay, when they asked me about it, I said that's in the street. I don't know for sure because Dominic never told me that, and Dominic never told me about anything he did when it came to that kind of stuff. And I would never ask Dominic.
No, you didn't.
No,
that's true. You didn't.
Never asked Dominic. Nope.
There you go, Joe. Joey D.
Yep.
So Joey D again. BOP confirmed. You tried to get. How could Joey D? Let me ask you something. How could BOP? If I ask somebody to say something, how's BOP going to confirm it?
Right. They can't.
How are they going to confirm it if I'm one-on-one with somebody?
That's right.
Nothing. You know what, Joey D? You know what? I'll do one better.
So long, Joe.
Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Hey, you are banned. That's the way we do it here, Mafia.
That's it. See you later, Joe.
What?
Take
I
care.
let them talk, but when you constantly, now you're talking stupid. Didn't BOP say this?
Yeah.
If I told a guy, where's BOP coming up with this?
Yeah, exactly.
So now I said it in front of BOP?
Yeah, no.
Why didn't I get charged?
Exactly.
There's
your point right there.
Investigation on that.
Yep, there's your point.
Yeah. Johnny Privalone, the Italian Vinny should have never been talking about unsanctioned murders. Let's not forget that. Thank you.
Right.
Want to tell a story, tell the complete story. Thanks, Johnny. Appreciate it.
But no, and Vinny would have never talked about any murder at all.
Yeah.
At all. To anybody. Nope. The minute the boss asks you about the murder, you know something's wrong.
Yeah. Peter says he's a what's that? Prude little weasel that never grew up. Those girls should have known better than be around him. Dom, you got no one to hold him, and you got no one to fold them. Oh, you got no one to hold them, no one to fold them.
Yeah.
Okay, Peter. All good. That's your opinion. We'll respect that.
Right.
James Italian, Dom, Joe, I could do the cooking show. We could do a little different pasta dish every week. Oh, James loves to cook.
Okay.
Oh my God, Joe, you should have seen Thanksgiving. Oh, he came with, oh my God.
Really?
Cutting boards, garlic choppers, garlic. So, just.
Sure, make me feel bad that I wasn't there even more now.
Yeah. Big Arm says, who's Joey D? Who knows? It doesn't matter. Joey D got banned from the channel.
That's all.
That's all that matters. Got banned by the boss.
That's it. Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to start wrapping it up now, Joe. Thank you for coming on. Much love and respect. And if you want me to come on Sunday,
yeah,
just, give me a heads up.
You got it. Listen, peace and love, Dominic. Always, my pal. And
Thank you, my brother. Also, the people check out the Goodfella podcast this Sunday, 7:30, and congratulations to your movie thing you have going on. Much love and respect for you. You deserve it, pal.
Thanks, pal. Love you.
All right,
Take care, everybody. Thanks for watching.
All right, bye, Joe.
Bye-bye.
Well, people, thank you again for coming on, sharing love, support. Just hit that like button. That's all we ask. Much love and respect to everybody. So our customary James Italian, Big 6518, good night, Philly Bob, Johnny Privalone. Who else we have? Prizzo, Christy. What we have? Sincere, Golf, Dennis, good night, Anthony, good night. Who else we have? We'll keep on scrolling down. Parker Street Girl, East Kitty, Big Arms again. Good night. People, much love and respect. Thank you for all the love and support. Check out Sunday, 7:30, Goodfella Podcast. And tomorrow night, we will go into more accurate Westchester. Maybe we'll bring Joe Barone back on. Talk about that. Go into that. What's that? 5-Star Construction. Good night. Who else we have? Anybody else? Heartgate. Good night. Much love and respect to everybody. Peace out, love, happiness. Everybody enjoy your weekend. Stay tuned for more episodes to come. Thank Jeff Nadeau and Michael Hippie, Genovese Capo, for all the Genovese content that's coming out. Peace out. Much love and respect.